All right, what's going on, guys? Cole, aka Proximitty, bringing you a brand new video today. Today, I'm doing something a little bit different. But before I get into it, I do want to say real quick, I am giving away 5 straight ripping skins. I talked about this in a video the other day. I'm going to be giving them out tomorrow. So if you want to enter in, all you have to do is go to Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, go ahead and make one. I double tapped the... Okay, there you go. You're going to go to the Straight Rippin' Twitter. All you have to do is follow the Straight Rippin' Twitter. I see, I'm already following. And while you're at it, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and you want to hit me with a follow. You know, see, Proximity C right here. So just go ahead and just hit me with a follow, and then you can be entered in that. All right, let's get into this video. All right, so just a minute ago on Twitter, actually 5 minutes ago, I tweeted out, ask me questions for a video, you have 5 minutes, go. So this is actually something I've never thought about doing before, but I thought maybe I could do it, kind of be an interesting thing to do. So yeah, if you want to like maybe get this opportunity again, because I think I want to do this again. This is kind of an interesting thing. I got a lot of questions here. This can kind of be a fun thing to do. Make sure you go ahead and follow me on Twitter, and then maybe you can catch one of these and ask me some questions and be included in a video. But let's get started here. So Sir Hydry asked me here, do you still enjoy playing Halo, my dude? Hold on, let me get this up here. Here we go. Okay. Do you still enjoy playing Halo, my dude? Of course I do. I've been frustrated with a lot of the things that have happened in Halo 5, but yes, I still enjoy playing Halo. I wouldn't play it if I didn't enjoy it. A lot of the times, I know I've said in the past that it's been frustrating, and it is my job, and I'm kind of forced to play it in some regards, and I do feel that way, but honestly, recently, I have been having a blast, so yeah, it's got its ups and downs, but that's really honestly to be expected with a game that's been out for 2 years. You can't expect it to be just as fun as you had with it like when you first got it. You know, that's just kind of how it goes, you know, so... Good question. Searing Blaze asked me, does the straight ripping skin give you a better shot? Of course it does, dude. Honestly, I had never gotten a 5-shot before I got the straight ripping skin. Ever since I joined straight ripping and got the straight ripping skin, I've only hit 5 shots. I've never missed. I've literally never missed. And if you get the skin, you will also never miss. No. That's not what the real answer, obviously. But in my actual most popular video, which is 5 Magnum tips, I talked about how important I feel it is to have a skin that you're comfortable with, a skin that you think feels good. And I know I understand it's all visual, it's all placebo, it's all cosmetic. However, for me, when I'm using a skin that I think just doesn't look right, even if I don't think the skin's necessarily ugly, like I can think it's a good looking skin, but if it just doesn't feel right on my gun, then I feel like I'm not shooting that well. So for me, some skins feel better than others. And even if I think a skin is not good looking, I will still use it if it feels right. So, however, all that being said, the straight ripping skin to me feels good, and I shoot pretty well with it, thankfully. That would really be unfortunate if I got to get in a straight ripping. I'm in a team now, I'm a part of an organization that has a skin on Halo 5, and then if I like didn't feel good, that would have been really tragic. All right, Spark asked me, when are you going to release a montage? I have a montage on the way. I am making a dualtage with Tyler Corpsic, my roommate, and it is going to be very, I'm super excited. We have an editor editing it. I'm not going to say who it is yet, just because it's kind of it's not really a surprise. I don't know. I'll keep it a surprise. Some people probably already know, but whatever. We have all our songs picked out for the montage, and we have all our clips sent off, and I've seen a couple snippets that he sent me, and I'm pretty stoked. So, are you going to compete in HWC? I'm not sure yet, man. I would like to. That's a question coming from MLG Monkey. I think that I would definitely like to. The problem is, the only thing I can see being an issue is that I don't know if I can dedicate enough time to like really go seriously. I want to try to definitely go to an MLG event. Orlando's in February, and it's really close to where I live. It's like 5 hours away or something. So that would be a good tournament for me to go to, but how seriously can I really take it? Like, am I going to be able to get on and grind every night and like scrim with a squad? I don't know. Or if I'm just going to go with a group of friends and try to have fun. We'll see, but I definitely would like to go to a tournament again. Just depends where I'm at in my life when you know, those times roll around. So right now I'm a little bit too busy, but who knows. Scambrox asked me, how long is your hair? You know, it's long. You can see it. You can see it in my webcam right now. I got a hat on, but yeah, it's long, man. It's pretty long. I haven't cut it in like 14 months, something like that. 15 months. It's been a while. I will not be getting a haircut, even though you kids that think that every single time you comment that's going to make some sort of a difference. All right, it's not happening, okay? I'll get a haircut when I'm ready, all right? All right? Okay. Let's see here. Got a code 0. Brady asked me a lot of questions, but he asked me, what's my longest Snapchat streak? It was actually like almost a whole year. I actually think it was a little over a year. It was between myself and my girlfriend, and she's pretty much, I only Snapchat like a few people, but she's one of them. And yeah, the only reason that the streak ended was because we went on a cruise this summer and we didn't have cell phone service for part of that, because that's what happens when you're out in the middle of the ocean. So that's what happened. Jesse asked me, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Well, Jesse, it would chuck all the wood that a woodchuck could chuck if it could chuck. Fuck! I messed it up. I was so mad. We had this long conversation with Clay yesterday, just messing with him about it. That whole thing, and I screwed it up. It would chuck all the wood that a woodchuck would... I can't do it. It would chuck all the wood that a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. There we go. I got it. Damn it, dude. I literally said it like 6 times yesterday to mess it up at all. Daniel asked me, what's poppin'? Also say Big Jeff 21. Okay, I said it. What's poppin'? Nothing, man. Just making a video. You know how it is, dude. Just chilling out. I'm going to skip that question because that question already got asked, so I'm going to answer the other one, the first one. Out of all your gaming friends, who would you not let date your sister, and who would you let date your sister? I replied to this tweet from Jacob here, and I said, that's a weird question, but a good one. I think it's interesting. So, out of all my gaming friends, who would I not let date my sister, and who would I let date my sister? All right, all right, my answer is I wouldn't let Clay date my sister because he's Clay. But who I would let date my sister, if I could pick somebody, I would pick Tarquin or the Reachway. And the reason for that is because then I could hang out with Tarquin because he'd be around. Even though my sister lives in Texas, but that's my reasoning. Like, hypothetically, if my sister lived near me, that's what we would do. That's what I would do. That would be, because Tarquin's like the coolest person, so that's why I say that. Okay, Brady asked me, how did I meet Reclaimer, Big Texas, Corpsic, etc. Okay, so Dallas and I, so Big Texas and Corpsic are my roommates. Dallas and I started going to school together in 4th grade, and then we went to school together until we graduated. We even went to our 1 year at college. We were roommates, so we just have known each other since we were kids. And we've just been friends we used to, like, before we got into first-person shooters, we were playing Guitar Hero together and shit like that. We just always had, like, common interest in video games and stuff like that. Kingdom Hearts actually was our first thing that we really became good friends over, so we just kind of kept going from there. Tyler, or Corpsic, he went to the same high school as us, but he's a couple years younger. So he was there. I wasn't friends with him. I don't think I said a single word to him while we were in high school together. I graduated a few years before him. And I actually became friends with his older brother, Troy, or Slafty. And then through becoming friends with Troy, I became friends with Tyler, and then we just became really good friends. And then Claimer, we teamed for an event, UMG St. Louis, last September we started teaming, and we just started teaming. They hit us up. He was a team of 2, and I was a team of 2 with Tyler. Him and his teammate hit us up to run games. We ran games, and we decided to team, and then we didn't end up teaming with the other guy anymore, but Clay, Tyler, and I instantly became really good friends just from playing. We just got along really well, and we've just been super good friends since. So yeah. All right, let's scroll down a little more here. Zane asked me, how does it feel after receiving all the support on your social media? If you didn't do YouTube as your full-time job, what would you like to have? Also, I love your content, bro. Keep it up. Much love, dude. Okay, how does it feel receiving all this support? It's weird, man. Honestly, okay, so I've been making videos since 2010, and obviously you have the dream of, it going well, but, once you've been doing it for a few years and you get nowhere, I don't know, for me at least, I started getting this mindset where it was never gonna be anything, and I would never get anywhere with it. However, when I finally did, it felt really good. I mean, it felt amazing. It was I don't feel like I'm a celebrity, don't get me wrong. I don't feel like I'm elevated above anybody. Maybe celebrities might not think that either. I'm not saying that, but I'm just a regular guy. I'm the same guy a couple years ago that was making videos for no views. I'm the same guy that 2 years ago was making videos for 15 views. Now I have views, and it's awesome. I have people that like to interact with me and watch the content. So it's really cool, man. It's honestly super humbling. But yeah, it's great. If I didn't do YouTube as my full-time job, what would you like to have, or what job would I like to have? Well, I worked as a graphic and web designer before that, before I could step away. I would probably want to continue to work somewhere in that field. I really enjoy doing things like that. I would love to work as maybe a video editor, like a filmmaker, working with a studio, something like that. Anything in the same line of work, basically, graphics design. I do a lot of that as I do my YouTube stuff anyways, because I do all my own graphics and all that stuff. So that's the type of stuff I'm really drawn to. It's stuff I really like to do. So I would continue to do things like that, I think. All right. Yef then asked me why my dick fall off. I don't know, man. I mean, you just tie it on better. I don't know, bro. Like, you know, I don't know what to tell you. Galactic Lights, who do I feel is the most underrated pro? That's a really good question. I actually have to think about this for a second because I'm not sure. Underrated pro. There's a lot of people that I think don't get a lot of the recognition they really deserve. I don't know if Ryan Neal would really be considered that underrated. I think a lot of people really respect his intelligence as a player, but I think he's constantly making really good plays. Actually, I'll tell you who I think might be the most underrated, in my opinion, would be Penguin or Sub-Zero. And maybe he's not as underrated as a lot of people might think. I mean, I might be wrong in saying that, but prior to then, like when he was on the Liquid roster before, when he had it was Rain, Penguin, Eco, and Stellar. That roster, they started doing pretty well. A lot of people kind of felt like Rain and Penguin really didn't do that much to the team. It feels like a lot. The attention was on Eco and Stellar, which understandable. Those two players really stand out. They're really, really talented players, incredible players. But I was at a Vegas event with Justin. We were watching the main stage. I was at the Vegas event with a bunch of people. But Justin or Samaritan, we were watching the pro matches on main stage, and we were focusing on Penguin because like one of us made a comment about like what he was doing was like really nice, and we kept watching him specifically, and he was just going off like the whole series. And from then I was like, wow, this guy doesn't really get a lot of recognition, I feel like, and he's honestly crazy talented. So probably Penguin, I would think, unless people think that he's not underrated, in which case I don't know. That's my answer. Sorry, that was a little bit long-winded, but it was a tough one. Okay, John asked me, how does you joining the content creator, I think he means straight ripping, affect you as a tournament player? It does not. There's no restrictions on that or anything like that. I mean, if I would still I could still go play in a tournament. There's nothing that does that. So Defiant Animosity says, will CX now scrim against straight ripping? I mean, I don't know. CX doesn't have a team right now or really anything, so plus straight ripping's like a pro team. It's kind of be a waste of time, honestly. So I don't know, man. J Jamie Music, I missed this question. Like, okay, what are some of the biggest things you're hoping for with Halo 6? A really strong launch. I just hope that they they come out with like, this is the things that I want to see on launch that for some reason is just not ever a thing when Halo games launch. I want to see a doubles playlist off launch. I want to see snipers off launch, and really those are the two big ones for me. But I want to have a good social experience. So I need like social slayer. I need like things to do in social. I need things to do in ranked. So I need a competitive playlist. We had that on this launch, but we didn't have doubles. We didn't have snipers. I don't know why that's always the way it is when games launch, but that's the way it is. I would love to see that right off launch. So there's a lot of things to do, a lot of content to play. Keep the multiplayer experience, really exciting. Okay, I also don't understand why this is never a thing. Like, at least, if you want to optimize doubles later, that's fine. But right off the rip, why not? All you have to do is cut Slayer in half. Take normal Slayer, put the same maps, put the score half as high, and take the teams and make them 2v2. That's all you have to do. Obviously, double settings are different than 4v4 settings, on the maps, but, you can do that later. But, at least give us doubles to play. You can optimize it later. Fuck it, but Jesus. And the snipers, you don't have to do anything. Just take all the weapons off the map and then put snipers in the hands of the players. That's it. There's nothing to do there. I know I'm not a game developer, but you can do that. You can go to custom games and play it right off the rip, and it's gonna play just like Team Snipers does. So don't sell me that nonsense. Okay, all right, sorry. I got a little upset there. All right, back here. Brady asked me again, where did the name Proximitty come from? I actually made a whole video about this a long time ago, so a lot of you guys probably haven't seen it. But basically, whenever I found out that being a professional gamer was a thing, my current gamer tag was xcole919 because I just made a gamer tag. I didn't care. I just wanted to play. But then I wanted to make it something that sounded cool. So I set out and I was thinking of for a couple weeks, I was trying to think of a really cool name that I thought would sound badass because I saw pro teams play and all of the pros had really cool names. So I was like, oh, I gotta get a cool name. And basically, whenever I was younger, I was in 8th grade at the time, and I have a lot of family that lives 12 hours away from me and stuff. And so for Christmas gifts and stuff, they would just send me if you guys remember Axe body spray and Axe deodorant, they still make it, but it was first coming out back then, and it was associated with young teenage boys, middle school boys and stuff. So that's what I got sent all the time from them. That would literally be the Christmas gift that came in all the time. And I just had they would send me the box that had like the shampoo, the deodorant stick, the spray. I would get like a 3-pack every single time, and it was like, cool, okay, this is great. Now I have like too many of these to fucking ever use. But that's what they would always send me, and one of them had Proximity written on the bottle. It was like a special kind. It's like Axe Proximity something. And I thought the word proximity sounded dope. I didn't even know what it meant at the time, which of course what it means is like a general area. Like if you're in close proximity to something, you're like close relation to them, you're close by. Vicinity is also a synonym. So whatever. Yeah, I just thought it sounded cool, and so I made my gamer tag that. The reason it has 2 T's and not 1 T like the word it's actually spelled is because it was for vacancy purposes. I went to go change my gamer tag, and the 1 T was taken. So, okay. Pixel Flare Graphics Will or Wayne Time asked me, how big is your butt? Not big enough, man. I'm sorry. It's not. I don't think I could ever. It's just not big enough. That's all I can say. But that's going to conclude these questions. Thanks to everybody that submitted them. That was awesome. I think this is kind of a fun thing that I want to do more of. So if you ever, you know, if you ever want to, oh, hold on. I just got a new question here. This is from Cole Schlegel, and he's like, can you change your name? I don't like that we share the same name. Thanks, Hart. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'll change it for you, bro. I got you. Yeah, and then Novacast actually asked me, why is Novacast so thick? I don't know, bro. You just are, man. I mean, you're thicker than I am. I don't got a butt. See, I just talked about it. Yeah, but seriously, if you want to maybe have this opportunity in the future, you can go follow me on Twitter again. And make sure you follow Straight Rippin' if you want to be entered into the giveaway. And I will be picking those tomorrow, which I will tweet out the winners. So, also, there is a way to like set tweet notifications in case you don't want to maybe miss this in the future. But we'll see what happens. Thanks, everybody that tuned in or watched. I love you guys. Take it easy.